Hello guys, welcome back. And the Fed did pause as expected, as the market was widely expected. On my previous video, I've mentioned about this, all right? I've told that the Fed would keep pausing because they have no reason to cut just yet. But not only the Fed interest rates decision was that important this week, but as well the futures projection about the dot plot, as we always call, right? So today we're going to be having a look on what are the Fed saying that they will be doing this rest of the year until December 2024, and what are the projections for the rate cut, rate pause, or even maybe a rate hike. So stay with me until the end of this video that you will know what are they doing this year. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, share this content with your friend, and if you're not yet on the Telegram group, please do it. So just joining us, on the description of the video you will find a link to the Telegram group. That's where I post my daily analysis, my daily content directly to your mobile phone, all right? Now, the Fed did pause the rates again at 550, all right? That was no surprises at all. Before the Fed, we did have the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, that is the measure of the consumer inflation, right? Not the producer, the consumer inflation. And it came much lower than everyone was expecting. And I did mention that on my video as well, that I do expect the inflation to cool down at the US from now on. That was the second consecutive inflation lower than expected. So we can see there is a progress going on into the inflation from USA. Now, will this continue? That's another story, and we're not here to discuss this today. But we can't forget that yes, the PPIs, the PMIs, the CPIs are all cooling off on the USA. And this led us to the Fed interest rates decision. Now, why did they don't cut this last, Wednesday, the Fed interest rates decision? Why did they don't cut and they paused again? Well, it's pretty simple answer, because they can't. Inflation is still sticky, is still high. If we look to the last 8 months, we only had twice lower than expected inflation releases. So that means, yes, inflation is coming down, but only, let's say, 20% of the time. The rest, the 80% of the time, inflation came in higher than expected. So what they have told us now, from now on, you can see the dot plot, that we have the March dot plot and the June dot plot. So basically the previous and now the updated one. They were expecting on March 3 rates cuts from the Fed. The Fed was expecting to do 3 rates cuts until 2024, until December 2024. But now they're only expecting 1 rate cut, as the market, the CMA Fed Watch tool that I always mention, have priced in before even the release of the actual Fed coming to the meeting and say, look, we are planning to only cut now once, and this is it. Then the reaction of the market was, okay, so if the dot plot was 3 rate cuts for 2024 in March, and now they've switched it to 1, and this is not the market that is saying, it's the actual Fed, all right, it's the actual FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, then this is a strong US dollar. So why is this a strong US dollar? Because they were expecting 3 cuts, so they were believing on 3 cuts, all right? We can't forget that just now, last week, the ECB has cut the interest rates, all right? So ECB was, okay, let's call it the first or second, whatever you want to call it, to actually cut the rates. And then now everyone was thinking that the Fed would cut first. But actually the ECB cut it first. And now the Fed comes in and say, no, we're not going to cut 3 times, we're going to cut only 1 time. And we have to check yet about the inflation, the PPI, the PMIs, all right? So there's a lot of going on, and I highly recommend you guys to pay attention on the FOMC website, the Fed website, and all around the new member as well of the voting Now it's a new voting person inside of the Fed. She's very, very hawkish, all right? Just letting everyone know here. I will do another video more talking about that next week. I need to gather some more information about it. But from now, the US dollar is still very bullish just because they were expecting 3. The Fed was saying that they were expecting 3 cuts and now they're expecting 1. And we can see on the dot plot. So guys, hopefully everyone could have had a understanding of what is going on with the Fed and the CPI. There is a big correlation with the Fed, with all the other central banks around the globe. So I'm not saying that they will follow what the Fed do, but they will definitely have a guidance towards what the Fed do, and then they will do something. So always pay attention on the releases, on the press releases, and anything related to the central banks, okay? This is driving the Forex market at this moment. So if you want to be on the game, you need to know the fundamental aspects of the game as well. And this is why we're here to provide you education, to provide you the knowledge that you may be seeking for, as the YouTube video, as well as on the Telegram channel, on the Telegram channel or Telegram group, whatever you prefer to call it. So this is it for today. Again, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and share this content with your friends. And I see you in the next video. See you guys. Have a good weekend. Ciao, ciao.